program tambula n'okumanya gose tambula n'okumanya ku MRU TV.
Muhammad Hussein Mubarak, born 4th May 1928, died 23rd February 2020. He was an Egyptian politician and military officer who served as the 4th president of Egypt from 1981 to 2011. Before he entered politics, Mubarak was a career officer in the Egyptian Air Force, served as its commander from 1972 to 1975, and he rose to the rank of Air Chief Marshal in 1973. In 1975, he was appointed vice president by President Anwar Sadat and assumed the presidency after his assassination in 1981. Mubarak's presidency lasted almost 30 years, making him Egypt's longest-serving ruler since Muhammad al-Pasha, who served the country for 43 years from 1805 to 1845. Under United States pressure, Mubarak held the country's first multi-party election in 2005, which he won in 1989. He succeeded in restating Egypt's membership in the Arab League, which had been frozen since the Camp David accords with Israel, and returning the Arab League's headquarters back to Cairo. He was known for his supportive stance on the Israel-Pakistan peace process. In Gulf War, despite providing stability and reasons for economic growth, his rule was great. The state of emergency, which had been lifted since the 1967 war, shifted political position, security services became known for his brutality, and corruption became widespread. Mubarak stepped down during the Egyptian Revolution of 2011 after 18 days of demonstration. On February 2011, then Vice President Omar Sulman had resigned and reformed authority to the Supreme Council of the Armed Forces. On 13th April 2011, a prosecutor ordered Mubarak and his two sons, Al and Gamal, to be detained for 15 years of questioning about allegations of corruption and abuse of power. These trials began on 33 August 2011, making him the Arab leader to be tried in his own country in an ordinary court of law. On 2nd June 2012, an Egyptian court sentenced Mubarak to life imprisonment. After sentencing, he was reported to have suffered a series of health crises. On 13th February 2013, Egypt's Court of Cassation, the National High Court of Appeal, underturned Mubarak's sentence and ordered retrial. On retrial, Mubarak and his sons were convicted on 9th May 2015 of corruption and given prison sentences. Mubarak was detained in a military hospital while his sons were drained on 12th October 2015 by a Cairo court. Mubarak was acquitted on 2nd March 2017 by the Court of Cassation and was released on 24th March 2017. Mubarak died in 2020, aged 21 years. He was honored with a state funeral and burial at the family plot outside Cairo. Susan Mubarak, born 28th February 1971, is the widow of Egyptian former President Hosni Mubarak and was the First Lady of Egypt during her husband's presidential period from 14th October 1981 to 2011 February. She was served as a goodwill ambassador of the United Nations Food and Agriculture Organization, founded the Carol Child Museum in collaboration with the British. She had two children. Gamal Mubarak, born 27th December 1963, is the younger of the two sons of former First Lady Susan Mubarak. In contrast to his older brother, Al Gamal pursued an active politic profile and was starting to widen some influence the revolution of early 2011. Gamal was Deputy Secretary General of the ruling and now dissolved National Democratic Party and head of its influential politics committee. In 2014 to 2015, he was convicted of political corruption for making nearly $20 million in state funds to provide use, along with his father and brother, and sentenced to 4 years in prison. Al-Mubarak Hussein, born 26 November 1960 in Cairo, is an Egyptian businessman and the elder of two sons of Hosni Mubarak, the former president of Egypt, who served from 1981 to 2011 as his wife Susan Mubarak. He attended St. George College, Cairo, and graduated from American University in Cairo. He has kept a much lower profile than his younger brother Gamal, who was involved in politics then Egyptian Revolution of 2011. In 2011, he was arrested together with his father and brother, and 3 of them later convicted for corruption in 2014. Al and his brother were released in October 2015 after completing their 4-year prison sentence, which included time already served. The EU had imposed sanctions on all 3 of them and frozen all assets that Mubarak disclosed. Al-Gamal Mubarak has been named in association with the Panama Papers. In 2013, the British Virgin Islands Financial Services discovered that Al-Mubarak owned Pan World Investments, an investment fund for the Mubarak family of nearly $1 billion, incorporated by Mubarak, who said he was introduced to them by credit. In September 2018, Al was arrested along with his brother Gamal and accused of manipulating the stock market. Al's corruption convictions of his father and brother was upheld by Egypt's Court of Cassation the same month as well. Both Al and his brother were later acquitted in February 2020 of the 2018 acquisition share trading charge. On 12th March 2021, the European Union released the actions against 9 Egyptian individuals, including Mubarak family, adopted since 2011. NASSOLO BRENDAH KIZZA reporting for MRU TV.